time for the Gore N More podcast.
Gonna have a good time. Gonna have a good time. Yeah, we're gonna have a good time.
We're going on now.
A ball break, walking hand in hand in the moonlight. We'll be the sweet soul there. I swear we'll never part.
We're going on now.
A ball break, running in the sand, feeling alright.
And what's up, everybody, and welcome to the Gore N More podcast. This is your host with the motherfucking most, TJ Bowser, and joining me, as always, is your Dark Lord of Knowledge, the Chad himself, Chadwick Chrisman.
What's up, bitches?
And the Fluff Master Supreme host of Fatality Mortal Kombat, Mr. Big Johnny D.
What's up, Gorehounds?
And my co-host from Lights Camera Exploitation, your guide to exploitive cinema, and the other host of Fatality and Mortal Kombat Retrospective, the Doppelganger Kanga Banga himself from Down Under, Mr. Broda Kane.
Howdy, howdy, mother lickers.
Yeah, buddy.
We got a doozy of an episode for you today, but first, you know what time it is. It's time for your Slice of Life! Big Johnny D, what did you do?
Buddy. What did I do? Well, Brody and I did episode 7 of Fatality this Saturday. So go check that shit out on the website or YouTube and catch audio later this week. But it'll be a later episode. Other than that, man, I relaxed all day Saturday because it was a shitty rainy day. So I gamed with the family. We sailed the 7 seas on Sea of Thieves a little bit, played some Switch.
Nice.
I went on a rant about Power Rangers, but you can catch that on Fatality because, oh man, Brody caught me. I was pissed, but stupid online games. Had a great Mother's Day yesterday. Hung out with my grandma in the morning, and then took the wife and Madre out to dinner. Well, lunch/dinner. And yeah, it was good to go. And then we came home, relaxed, and watched this fucking awesome movie, which I haven't seen in like 15 years. So yeah. Chadwick, how you been, brother?
I have been well, thanks. Last week was a pretty calm week at work. Didn't have to do much because we're getting ready to roll out all of our old products and switch over to the new packaging, which will be shipping next week. Mm-hmm. So it was pretty calm. We didn't ship anything. We just build up product. We've got so much product it's spilling out of our vault into other rooms. There's product stacked everywhere, and it's pulling orders really fun because we don't know where the fuck it is.
Nice. That's so fun.
Yeah. So aside from that, not much. It was actually, dude, I barely had a chance to sit down this weekend. I was that friggin' busy. So Saturday, Friday night, I had a little bit of time to myself, just me and Harper. So I watched Scorpion's Revenge.
Ooh.
Which is pretty cool. It was pretty cool. Unfortunately, I was really tired, so I did doze off partway into it. For a minute or so. It wasn't bad. Yeah, I was just really tired. And so, I watched that. And then Saturday, my wife's friend Sarah came over because we were going to the Pittsburgh Penguins game that night.
Yeah.
So she came over early and we watched Godzilla vs. Kong again.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Because she really wanted to see it. So I got to sit down and watch that again.
How many times?
And
is this for you?
That's only the second for me.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah. So it was really cool to watch that. Then afterwards, we went down to Pittsburgh to watch the game, hung out with my other friend, Dawn, spent the whole rest of the day just running to and fro after the game. I did pick up the City Hunter Predator from Predator 2 from NECA. Very awesome figure.
My favorite, my personal favorite.
That's not the really big one at Walmart right now, is it?
No.
Oh.
No, it's just standard NECA size.
Okay.
No, my son actually has that and he already broke it.
What, the big Predator one? That's like only $20? Dude, that's a pretty big one too. Oh, nice. Very nice. That's it.
But yeah, he accidentally stepped on it, so the laser on the shoulder cannon broke.
Ooh.
I mean, it's still connected, but like the actual plastic piece broke.
No. I feel like TJ needs a infomercial number around him to get this figure. Call
hunting season opens again.
Yeah, TJ, is that one of the ones that you were playing with when the guy asked if you needed help?
Oh, that was such a good story too.
That was a great story. But then, so yeah, we did that, and then we came home. I played a little bit more of MK11.
You're just after Brody and I's heart today, aren't you?
I am just grinding the hell out of that game, just trying to unlock as many outfits and everything as I can.
Have you hit the crypt yet?
Oh yeah.
How you like that, dude?
That's pretty cool. That was pretty fun. I already found Reptile and smashed him with the hammer and got the Scorpion.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
And yesterday, I don't know about anywhere where how the weather was where you were, John, but it fucking snowed here yesterday.
Huh? Nope.
Yeah.
Not here.
I took the wife. We had to. Okay, so my friend Sarah, she accidentally left her phone in my car, getting her stuff out of the trunk. So we had to run that up to her. So before we went there, we stopped at Wendy's to get a little bite to eat. And it was pouring down rain. And then we were sitting there right beside the window. I noticed the rain getting kind of lighter. And it looked a little odd. And I'm like, that's fucking snowing. It snowed for like 2 hours straight. That's steady snow.
That's fun.
How were your nipples?
Oh, they were perky, baby. They were erect. You could cut glass with them.
That's fucking.
But then
Like,
after
oh
that,
shit! I'm
we went-
locked in the car. Hold on.
Then after that, we went to the in-laws, spent Mother's Day with my wife and my mother-in-law, just hanging out, eating. Then, unfortunately, they had a little incident of water. I don't know if there was like a clog in the French drain, so it came in and just leaked inside the house and got all under their brand new laminate flooring they put down.
That's why I don't use French drains. Can't trust the French.
But they do have the underlay there, so it should keep it safe from water itself.
That's good.
Yeah.
Damn. It's a lot of water.
So anyhow, by the time I got home last night, I barely had time to watch this movie and do show notes. I watched the movie, did show notes, got a shower, went to bed.
It's busy.
So yeah,
night.
it was a pretty busy weekend. But I think I've taken it over too long. Brody, how about you, brother?
Oh, yeah. Same old shit with me every week, mate. Just flat out working. I don't really do much because I'm one boring individual. But yeah, thanks for having me on the show again, guys. I reckon this is about the second time I've been on the show. Especially for this
week, motherfucker. What are you talking about?
Yeah, we talk to you every week. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but actually hosting, hosting. Yeah, you've like
Motherfucker, you got two other shows we see you on. What are you talking about?
And we love them.
Yeah, you hosted as many shows as Johnny does. Yeah.
Well, yeah, because we technically we're still on the joints and joysticks, but that's still in discussion mode. So, but coming soon.
Yeah, no, fucking obviously recorded another episode of Fatality with old Johnny Boy there, which was a bloody doozy of an episode. If you want to head over and suss that out, peeps. What else with me? Oh, I went out on the weekend for the first time in like 4 to 5 months and hit the brewskis for a surprise birthday. Wasn't too bad. Home early. Yeah, fucking not much. I collaborated with TJ on some secret stuff. I won't get into too much details, but yeah.
Chad knows about it.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yes, Chad Daddy. What'd you think, mate? What'd you think?
I was very impressed.
Ooh.
I was very impressed.
Thank you.
I like where it's going. I really like it.
Thank you kindly, sir.
Yes.
Thank you very kindly.
I don't want to reveal too much. I will say what I read is very well written, and I could actually see the events playing out. So it's very, very, very well done.
We did it.
Yeah. It's greenlit.
Yeah.
But yeah, in saying that though, I got this fucking. I better.
You ordered something. You ordered your first Vinegar Syndrome movie this week.
That I did. The Fear from 1995. Is it Morty, the doll that comes back and plays on people's fears?
And we realized there's a second film. I didn't realize there was a second The Fear. Someone was like, "Hey man, you think the first film's fucking terrible? You should see the second one." And I was like, "What?" And I was like, "Oh fuck!" So I saw the trailer. It's even fucking more like the fucking Doll Man's even like bulkier and shit. Like Doll Man got muscles. It's fucking strange.
Maybe he got wet and the wood just swelled.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
And I got this, which I did mention on Fatality, but I got this bloody fantastic Arrow Blu-ray release of King of New York with Christopher Walken. A-list cast right there. Bloody doozy of a film. If you have not seen it, go and suss it out. Other than that, like I said, not much else is happening with me, but over to you, boss man. How you been, brother?
Oh, just been busy. You know how it is, breaking hearts and iTunes charts. Got a new book here. So I was at the old bookstore with Taryn earlier this week. Picked this fucking thing up for $9. $9. Look at this fucking thing. All of the Living Dead stories, including the eventful ending, the Twilight story, the Twilight of the Living Dead stuff. Yeah. So a little preview of that movie that was just greenlit not too long ago. What was it? Last week the story broke about Twilight of the Living Dead. Yep. So excited to read that.
Is that the one that's direct? It's like starting next month, right?
Yeah, I'm not going to try to say the word. What is it? Posthumous? How the fuck do you say that word?
Yeah, that's right.
Posthumous.
Posthumous is how they.
Posthumous.
Post, tomato, potato. I don't care.
It's
all the same.
It's the final work of George.
I'm excited.
It's cool to see. It's actually, I was talking to Brody about it. I was watching an interview with him the other day, and he was like, I just kind of made movies about social issues and then threw zombies in there. And I was like, yeah, man. Yeah, that's the way to be. That's the fucking way to be. But yeah, I ordered Skin Deep, that movie I talked about a couple weeks ago. I actually got my pre-order in on the limited 2000 run. And then I think, did I talk about After Effects last week? The effects documentary about the movie Effects?
I don't think so. I remember the other one.
At some point.
Okay, so yeah, they announced a actual Blu-ray release of the movie After Effects, which is a documentary on the movie Effects, which is about Pittsburgh filmmaking and the movie Effects that was shot around here, which is eerily similar to the Hills Run Red storyline, where they're making a movie and it's like kind of like a snuff film, but the only people who are aware of it are the people making, like, is the director.
Oh.
Yeah, so he's going around killing people and recording it.
Nice.
Yeah. What is all that noise? I hear someone walking around. But anyway.
It might be my dog, and I apologize.
Okay, fair enough.
Can't really control that.
But anyway, podcast here, podcast there. Just stay tuned for Project Louder stuff. We got some LCE Season 2's coming back in about 2 or 3 weeks. I have a little film trip I'm making in about 3 weeks' time. I'll be heading out to South Dakota for a week to spend with Jeremy Brown, who is the director of Friday the 13th Vengeance. I'll be hanging out with him and our buddy, what is his name? Is it Dave? For a week. Yeah, it's going to be cool. I'm excited to see South Dakota for the first time and just kind of relax. I haven't had a vacation in the better part of 3 years, so fucking A. Thank you, Jeremy and Stacy, for hooking me up with a little vacation. Appreciate it. So, without further ado, it is 1989's Pet Sematary, directed by Mary Lambert, who also did the Halloween Town movies, written by Stephen King. Don't know what else he did. Produced by Richard P. Rubenstein. Don't call it Stein. Dale Midkiff as Lewis Creed. Fred Gwynn as Judd Crandall. Denise Crosby as Rachel Goldman Creed. Miko Hughes as Gage Creed, Blaze Berndl as Ellen Ellie Creed, Brad Greenquist as Victor Pascal, I just said that, Michael Lombard as Erwin Goldman, Susan Blumert?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Blumert as Missy Dandridge, Kavi Raz as Steve Masterton. Yeah, I don't know. Master Tits. Mary Louise Wilson as Dory Goldman and Andrew Hubestink. What the fuck is Zelba Goldman? Hubestink. Yep. Yeah. Music by Elliot Goldenthal. Cinematography by Peter Stein. Edited by Daniel P. Hanley and Mike Hill. Distributed by Paramount Pictures, released April 21st, 1989. What a good year. Runtime, 103 minutos. Budget, 11.5 million. Gross, 57.5 million. We got a doozy of a trailer for you guys today.
Sweet. Let's roll that beautiful beam footage, baby.
At the edge of the woods, behind the Creed's new house, is the old animal graveyard, the place where devoted pets are laid to rest.
Daddy, is church all right?
What is this place?
I brought you here to bury Alan's cat.
I dreamed he got hit by a car and you and Mr. Crandall buried him.
Why, Judd?
I had my reasons.
What did we do tonight, Judd?
What we did, Lois, was a secret. But some don't stay.
May the Lord bless you and keep you. May the Lord make his face to shine upon you.
You're thinking thoughts best not thought of, Lois.
Daddy's gonna do something really bad.
That's why no one ever buried a human being out there.
You're thinking of putting him up there. Don't deny the thought hadn't crossed your mind.
And why nothing ever rests in peace.
If it doesn't work, I'll just put him back to sleep. Come back to me, Gage. Come back to us.
Paramount Pictures presents Stephen King's all-time best-selling tale of horror.
Gage?
First I play with Dad. Mommy came and I play with Mommy. We had an awful good time.
What did you do?
Pet Sematary.
Now I want to play with you.
I just watched that movie last night, and I've seen it several times, and that gave me chills. That trailer gave me
so
chills.
Fucking good.
I want to watch it again.
And yes, Scuba Steve, that is from the Amityville Horror, the music.
Nice. Very nice.
Brody, read it.
Eager to start afresh, the young Dr. Lewis Creed and his family and his wife Rachel, their daughter Ellie, and their 3-year-old toddler Gage moved to their new home in the small rural town of Ludlow, Maine, alarmingly close to a busy highway. However, after the inadvertent death of Rachel's cherished tomcat in an awful accident, reluctantly, a desperate Lewis will take his friendly neighbour's advice to bury it in an ancient Micmac graveyard, a mystical burial ground imbued with alleged reanimating powers. Now, despite the terrible results and the insistent warnings from a recently deceased, tragedy-stricken Lewis has no other choice but to go back to the Indian cemetery in high hopes that this time things will be different. Nevertheless, can the dead truly return from the grave?
And that answer is yes.
Not with good results either.
No.
No.
And you think this motherfucker would learn the first time. But that's the whole point of the movie, isn't it?
Yes.
Fuck yeah, dude. Whose pick was this? This is Mr. Ramone's, wasn't it?
I believe so. I didn't pick it, but I was more than happy to watch it.
Absolutely. So, Bobby, thank you. Yeah, great. I haven't watched it in so long. I fucking love this movie, but I want to hear what Brody's take is because I know he is the number one. Like he was already telling me he didn't want it. He wanted to come on, but he's like, well, I don't want to overtalk and like try to defend everything. And I'm like, no,
This is to Brody what Maniac is to me.
There you go. That's yeah.
I'm more than quite happy just to hear you guys just because like also I'm going to be so fucking biased and just be like, I love this film because of this, for that, you know. And I do talk about that in our our later questions anyway. But look, it's definitely a very intriguing idea. I mean, for the fact that Stephen King was able to move to a town and then actually move next to a fucking pet cemetery itself, it's quite poetic in that sense, you know. Just happened to be a Stephen King moving there to this to even see that, but to conjure up a story of not only real life incidents that happened to him and blend that in with the cemetery itself, I think it works incredibly well in the storytelling department.
Was Stephen King attacked by a zombie 3-year-old? Like
minus that.
Okay.
I mean, it could have been in a coke fever. It's very possible.
Okay, fair enough.
It was more so the realism of like how his children's cat was killed by the fucking road of trucks and that. And I just like how he blends that realism into his stories, you know. Obviously it heavily inspired him, and for him to actually write it, then store the book away for a while. Because not only did it scare him, he sort of thought it wouldn't actually sell as well. But yeah, no, for him to actually write the screenplay for this film as well, it was pretty interesting.
Which is rare that we get a good, you know what I'm talking about?
Right.
Yeah.
Like a crossover, because just because you can write a book doesn't mean you can write a screenplay per se.
Well, I don't think like there's a lot of track record of like his screenplays really adapting well to the screen.
I think Creepshow would be the exception to that.
Yeah. What's a good example? The cat movie.
Skinwalker.
It's not Skinwalkers. Sleepwalkers.
We talking Sleepwalkers or
Sleepwalkers, right?
No, the Sleepwalkers.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
What's Cat's Eye?
Cat's Eye was a anthology movie. It was 3 different segments. I think 1 or 2 of them was only based on Stephen King stories, but they all revolved around a cat. You really got to see it to understand.
The very young Drew Barrymore.
Yes.
All right.
Now, Brody, what'd you say? I guess this is going to be a little bit different episode because I guess Brody actually has some information about this. You said Romero was supposed to direct this?
Yeah, so that would probably, obviously, in Chad Daddy's notes, it's a pretty big thing that Ramiro was actually meant to. Well, Stephen King had him in mind to actually film this, but it was around the time that Monkey Shines was being made. So
yeah, and like I told Brody, like think of how different this film would have been. I think it would be a lot more grounded, and I think the supernatural aspect would have probably been toned down, and the let's say the story might have been toned up a little bit. I guess Romero tells stories differently. So I think that maybe it would have, I don't know, played out a little bit differently, but I'm happy.
Romero actually bought the rights in 1984 for $10,000.
Oh,
really?
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Oh shit.
Well, we know what the zombies would have looked like, but
that's true.
That would have been. He would have had a way different take on that. I feel.
I was thinking like something like the ghost stuff. I felt like would have been differently approached. I feel like some of the rubber reality stuff would have been approached differently. I don't know.
Yeah.
And I think
even the original. Go ahead. Sorry.
Even Zombie Miko would probably have looked even scarier, a little bit more wrought because.
Yep.
You know how Romero is, especially this time. Like, we just did Day of the Dead. Look how the zombies look there.
And he would have been hammering towards on Zelda's design too.
Oh, Romero!
In the original book, there was also a Wendigo mentioned and partially seen in the storyline, and with Romero, we probably have seen a bit more of that too.
Mm-hmm.
Which we sort of vaguely get in some scenes. I mean, when Lewis takes. Well, that's another thing I wanted to talk about. Even though we don't get to see it, and they don't really mention a Wendigo in this film, I mean, we sort of get subtle hints of it. And the biggest one is when Lewis is taking Gage to the Micmac, and you see trees falling around him. To have that in your mind, to think that the Wendigo's actually right next to him off screen is actually more scarier, I find.
So, and another element there, the Wendigo was when they went up to Barry Church. And you hear this loud scream in the woods. Yeah, and it wasn't a loon. That was the Wendigo.
That's what I was going to ask. And not that that could have been big questions, but no, that's kind of good that you hit, because I know it's more mentioned in the reboot. And Brody and I talked about it. I haven't personally read the book, but I obviously have seen enough behind the scenes shit to know that there's supposed to be a Wendigo and all this good stuff. But was there any other spots besides those two? Like just besides the loon in the tree? Is that it?
Yeah, just that.
Yep.
But I actually started to read the book and just completely threw it the fuck down when it mentions it mentions his son's death like a chapter or two before it happens, because like the one that chapter ends like it says something like, this is the last time he saw his son alive. I'm like, you're kind of blowing your load already. It spoiled the element of surprise. I'd seen the movie already, knew it was going to happen. I'm like, I just don't like the way that's written. And maybe I should have read it because I would have gotten more of the Wendigo.
It more makes me want to read it. I'm not going to lie. You know
what the vibe I got from this? This is on a road leading to Derry. This is just like all bad shit. You know what I'm talking about? Like it's all happened in New England. Like this is,
right. It's just a lot of red milk trucks just.
Yeah, they're all heading to fucking Derry, and like.
Speaking of, did you guys notice the number on the truck that dropped Rachel off at the end?
666.
Was it?
I noticed that the very first time I saw it in theaters, and I always make a mental note of it every time I see it.
That seems kind of odd because it didn't seem like. It seemed like oh my god, what the hell's his name? Pascal. No, Pascal. Jesus Christ, Pascal. What the fuck? I mean, like he was trying to help her and stuff like that. So I don't know, like, or was it because like he took over the driver, whereas like the driver was sent by the graveyard? Maybe.
I don't know.
Seeing that,
it's not actually explained.
Because I know like it's kind of explained from Judd, but essentially like this land has a power over everybody, or at least the whole area in general.
Yes.
And it's hinted on more probably obviously in the book, but in the reboot too. But isn't it like it really calls the Jed through like his dead wife or something like that more? Did you get that far?
Yeah, originally, yeah.
Okay.
I think it's in the book, but I think it was cut out of the movie.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I thought he might have mentioned his wife one time, but anyways, dude, this movie is probably one of the first horror movies I ever saw. And it instantly drew me in like to this day. And I think that like, the biggest scene of the movie is still just like heart wrenching almost every time you fucking see it, no matter how many times you see it.
Especially as a father, it's even worse now.
Oh yeah. Did your wife watch you with this?
Bits and pieces here and there. I told her it was like a pretty scary movie. I'm like, you probably won't like it. It's really scary.
She's seen it before, but she hasn't remembered it. But when that happened, she got up and she's like, I had to go give Julie a hug. And I was like, wow. I was like, I'm watching the movie. Like, what?
Well, that was one question I actually had for you guys. And fuck it, you know what? I'll ask you now. Like, did you see this film with like a different perspective, like in terms of it being scarier, especially after having kids compared to watching it prior to having kids? Like,
oh yeah, absolutely.
And that's actually the reason I can't watch it as well.
Yep.
Makes sense.
This is the first time of me watching it since being an adult. I was more nostalgic for the second film due to it releasing and me being young and whatnot. So I have a lot of VHS nostalgia for the second film. And that's another film I haven't watched or really revisited in a really long time. All I remember is dirt bike scene and Angry Mr. Krabs.
Dude, we were talking about that the other day, Brody.
Oh God, yeah, Clancy Brown is Mr. Krabs. I was wondering what that reference was.
Yes.
Fuck yeah, dude.
And then, but then watching this as an adult and then just seeing it in this whole new lens as being a parent and just also appreciating it with just kind of having that experience in film knowledge now, I think that it's just a fantastic film. And I think I want to go on record and say that it's probably up there in the top 5 scariest films that we've reviewed on the show.
I love this movie, and it all stems back to I saw it in a theater when I was 12 with my friend and his little brother.
Did anybody else jump
fucker.
when the ball fell?
Lucky fucker.
When the ball falls in the living room, anybody else jump?
I don't remember if I did or not.
I know Steph did. I don't think it got me, but I know Steph jumped.
Wait, is that the Judd's house scene?
Yep. Whenever he turns around and Miko throws the ball and it lands in the middle of the living room and bounces, makes really loud thud noise. But the thud noise, what starts off the chain reaction of Miko just starting to throw shit around his house, like run around and start. The fuck is going? Speaking of throwing shit around your house,
right? Like what the fuck?
He's got his own shit to worry about. What did you bury this week, bro? Like,
what do you like to know? No, but this is a fantastic movie. I can't remember. I think I told you guys maybe off air, but like this movie got me in trouble when I was a kid, dude, because it's so scary. Because I was stupid enough to show my younger sister, who was like 7-ish, I want to say. Yeah, so I had to stay in her room for the whole weekend because she kept having nightmares.
Okay.
And it wasn't even. And it was about the ghost dude. It wasn't even of like just because he fucking looked gnarly.
Guy.
Yeah. He just looked fucking gruesome.
Yeah, that was great.
One of my mates. He is petrified of this movie, something fierce. I can't even mention the word Zelda to him. So what's all right. So back in the day, me and him and his family would watch this film fucking endlessly. And it got to the point where I had a sleepover at his house and we watched it. But every time the Zelda scene would come on, he would be outside. Like he would just be outside for the rest of the film. And then later that night, we were like inside the house and his brother like
cool, Brody.
Thank you, kind sir. And he fucking pulled me out of the bedroom and threw his brother in the bedroom and locked the door and was screaming Rachel through it. in the pitch black, and he was like bawling his fucking eyes out. And I think even to this day, that's just sort of fucked his head in a bit. Like, yeah, because you can't mention the word Zelda to him at all, and he's just like, "Fuck up, don't."
Is that Batman new?
What's that?
Is that Batman new, John?
No. Oh God, no.
No, like to the display behind you.
Yeah, I mean, he was farther back, but I brought him over for the MK versus DC.
Oh, okay. Because I was like, when the fuck did Batman show up? Like,
okay, I'm glad I'm not the only one that didn't.
Okay.
So this is
now.
I feel like this is like 89.
Okay.
Yeah. Which is kind of also like perfect for this movie today.
I was like, you keep adding shit back there, and I'm like, what's going on, man?
Bro, like there's more shit. See, like I need more camera space because like I have a whole fucking wall of shit over here too that you guys never see. Like that's all my Ghostbuster shit and everything over on that side.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think you need to do a video tour of your man cave at some point.
Mm-hmm.
Sometime. Dude, once I finish off the basement, then fuck yes. Right now it's still just obviously very cave-like.
Oh, by the way, so we're getting a house. Like it's the house we're working on, right? So my wife already had planned, like as soon as you walk in the front door, there's like the little entryway and there's stairs going on, and there's like a little wall here off to the side that was going to block off part of the kitchen. She's like, the arcades are going right there.
Yes.
Wait, so you're building the house?
We're renovating one.
Yeah.
Does it have a basement?
Yes.
Okay. Please do this for me because I mean, I'm still going to try to do it. Maybe once the kiddo's a little out, but I've always wanted a fire pole for obvious reasons. And not only this, but the fire pole, I would do it more Batman style. I would build it in the closets to where I'd go hide in an upstairs closet and come down to a downstairs closet.
I don't know, man. As cool as that would be, man, it'd be hard getting insurance.
Why do you have to tell them?
Why do they need to know that?
That's
All
true.
you do is take a closet and cut the fucking thing out of it. Cut the bottom.
Like I
and
said,
put a big hole.
dude, so what you do is you
Okay.
make it a deep closet, but you make it a false short closet. You know what I
Okay.
mean? So you have a secondary closet door in the back, and then that's your little back cave, dude. And then here's
What if
even
you
the kicker
start
part.
the fucking show? Like, where's Chad coming from? He fucking comes down from the fucking bat pole and then walks to his fucking desk. What's
the
up,
best part
Chad
is-
Daddy?
At the bottom of the pole is where you store all your cosplays. So
There you go.
I mean, obviously, you'd have to get a Batman 66 at that point. You know what I mean? Or the Robin at least. But yeah, dude, that's always been my dream. So if you can, Chad, do it. Do it for
The kids
me.
would love it because they love Ghostbusters. So,
Dude, Ghostbusters, Batman, fucking whatever. It's just fire pole, man. It's sweet. Do it. Insurance would be a bitch, though. But like I said, they don't need to know.
they don't need to know.
That's right. Anyways, so we don't have a Brody call-in review, seeing we have this
we have
sexy
in person.
motherfucker here.
It's awesome.
Bobby was supposed to send a video, but
Bobby.
Way to drop
Hey,
the ball
guys.
there, Bobby.
hey, tune into the Machine Shop every Wednesday at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to see Bobby. Okay, moving on.
Boom.
Look
Yeah.
behind the curtain, the skirt, whatever you want to call it.
Ooh, under the skirt?
Under the
Stellar
skirt,
idea.
around the curtain.
Put the mirror on the
Are
shoe.
you ready? Yeah, let's do this. So, Stephen King once mentioned that the only novel he wrote that really scared him was Pet Sematary.
That scares me too, bro.
Right?
The role of Zelda, Rachel's terminally ill sister, is played by a man. Director Mary Lambert wanted Zelda and her scenes to frighten the audience, but did not believe that a 13-year-old girl was scary, so she cast Andrew Hoobastank in the role to make something to be a bit off about Zelda.
Y'all never watched The Exorcism of Emily Rose then? That's how you make a 13-year-old scary.
Dude, I like that movie.
It's terrifying.
I like parts of it. It got a little boring when it got to the whole courtroom
The
scenes.
court, yeah, it was definitely, it was all right, though. I still enjoyed it. Anyways.
Keep going, Chad.
Okay.
Did
I want to see if Brody knows this. Do you guys know who was the first choice to play the role of Louis Creed?
Sylvester Stallone.
Fuck.
David Hasselhoff.
No, but you're close.
Wait, really?
He has a very sexy chin.
Bruce Campbell.
Bruce Campbell.
What? Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, that would have been a whole different fucking
In
movie
another
right
world,
there.
George Romero directed this, and Bruce Campbell was the lead. What?
Dead
Dude, my
Eyes.
mind can't even
And Bruce Campbell just killed the entire cast.
Dude, I can't even wrap my head around that thought of That'd be an insanely different movie. Holy fuck.
Hail to the Wendigo, baby. Stephen King was present on location for most of the shooting of the film. The area it was shot in was only 20 minutes away from his home in Bangor, Maine.
A.K. Derry.
Nice.
Yeah.
That was actually
a distance too.
Sorry, I just want to say. Oh, sorry, Chad. Yeah.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say, even though Stephen King was on set the whole time, Fred Gwynn kept coming up to him every day. He's like, "I need to pick your brain. I need to pick your brain," to the point where Stephen King's just like, "Fuck this! Like, I need to leave set." Like, Fred actually hassled him that much.
That's awesome. I hope he did his accent the whole time he did it too.
I need to pick your brain.
Fucking Herman Munster.
In Stephen King's novel, Judd mentions that a dog went wild in a nearby town and killed several people. This is a reference to the events of Cujo.
Yeah, fuck that movie. It has one cool shot in it.
The movie's terrible. The book is really good.
Yes.
Dude, that'd be a way cooler, like, instead of it wasn't
Brody,
like rabies or whatever.
What shot am I referring to?
I'm guessing it's a dog scene. Fuck. Should I
never
know
watched
this?
Cujo, dude. I've always seen like a little bit.
There is an interior shot of the car where you get a 360 spin and the mom and the kid are inside. Yeah.
Okay.
Like, the mom and this kid are inside the car and they're crying and the fucking camera does a full 360. It's fucking rad as shit.
It's been hot minutes since I've seen that film. I think I've only seen it once.
That'll be year 6 of Gore N More.
But like I said, I remember the book being way better.
Yeah, we call that the years of the slow burn.
That's the year of getting desperate.
Yeah.
Nonsense, dude. We could reach way deeper.
Did you see the movie I sent you fucks today? We're not running out anytime soon.
Like I said, I want to watch that just because Jerry Lawler's in it.
Not to mention Ron Jeremy, Beetlejuice, and a multitude of other things.
Wait, what?
I understand that these
I did
are
not
all...
get to see this yet.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I understand that these are all like gross people and they have said and done horrible things. But this is going to translate to one fucking hilarious film. Oh, boy.
You're talking
episode.
Beetlejuice, like the little guy, right? Okay.
Yeah.
The legend beat. The man. The boxing champ.
I remember getting introduced to him in like old school late night Howard Stern show, dude, on E Network.
I remember that old show.
Dude,
remember his appearances on WCW and WWF?
I can't say that I do.
There was a thing with Jeff Jarrett where he bumps into Jeff backstage. He's like, "Hey, watch where you go," and he's like, "Where you going? Slap nuts?" And he takes the fucking guitar and he breaks it over Beetle and he just walks away. It's fucking awesome.
That had to be pretty early then.
No,
Jeff Jarrett.
Yep.
Does Jeff Jarrett still wrestle?
Okay, Jeff Jarrett left the WWF in 1999 when he hopped to the WCW. In return, because that was about 2 weeks after Vince Russo left and started writing for the WCW. So it's probably late 1999, probably around October, November. It was right after he dropped the belt to China in that Good Housekeeping match, wherever he got the flour put all over him and the banana shoved in his mouth.
Your information on this astounds me, dude. Holy shit, that's all I gotta say. Look.
I just want to say one of my favorite Christian Cage moments involves Jeff Jarrett when they were doing the whole Christmas thing on TNA the one time when Christian Cage was a part of it, and he came out and just totally ripped on Jeff Jarrett. Who the hell was playing Santa Claus?
Was it Kurt Angle?
I can't remember. No, it was before Kurt Angle.
Okay,
Foley.
It's like I think the year before. No. Before that even.
Was it BG James, like Road Dogg?
No. Oh shit, I can't remember who it was.
Fuck.
But anyhow, he comes out. He's giving Christian Cage all these things, and he's pulling out like the shitty wig of looks like Jeff. He pulls out white denim pants. Where'd you get these? 1985. The topper was the shirt that said "Don't piss me off." And he puts it on. He just starts strutting around the real shitty like Jeff Jarrett does. Oh my god! If you can find it on YouTube, it's fucking hilarious.
Well, that's enough about Double J. Jeff Jarrett. Let's keep going.
Actor Brad Greenquist has said in an interview that while in his gruesome makeup for the role of Victor Pascal, no one would sit near him while the cast and crew were having lunch.
What? Those people suck.
Weak as piss.
Right? I'd be looking at that shit all day long. I'd be like, damn, dude.
I'd be sitting there poking with a pencil.
Right?
That was a nice head injury, I do have to say.
Mm-hmm.
Dude.
It's quality.
Dude, they had some great makeup effects in this movie. That and Rachel, undead Rachel at the end with the eye.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure Heather Langenkamp's partner worked on this film.
I bet you're probably right.
I'm pretty sure.
What's Heather Langenkamp's other connection to this film?
New Nightmare.
Fuck that movie.
You say what was it? New Nightmare?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Yeah, he played her son.
Oh, yeah.
Dylan.
That's right.
As I remember, my favorite part of New Nightmare was the cute babysitter. That's all I can remember about it.
Rubber reality goes meta. Works every time. Okay, where are we going?
The original screenplay featured the Wendigo that was mentioned in the novel, but it was ultimately cut from the film. Its presence is implied only twice. First, in the scene where Lewis is walking through the woods at night and hears something large knock down a tree. Mm-hmm. And second, when Judd first takes Lewis up to the Indian burial ground, there's some kind of loud crash deep in the forest, followed by a long, almost feminine howl. And that's when Judd says it's only a loon, but it's clear he does not entirely believe it himself.
That was not the Wendigo. That was me and Bigfoot having a good old time.
Yeah. Although I will laugh because the subtitle said loon. So did not say loon Wendigo. So I was like, that's why I was like,
Again,
sometimes, yeah.
A good pummeling from Bigfoot.
It could have been, dude. You go into a whole different movie, then you're going to exist.
Oh, we've already talked about the public from Bigfoot in another episode.
Which will be also next Friday, too.
Yeah. Catch Johnny and I talking about butt pummelings for Bigfoot on Somewhat Supernatural this Friday.
Cuba Steve's already dying.
Yeah. He's like, you fuckers, dude.
Hey, we cut a promo for you, buddy.
Yeah.
Okay, continue on. So, continuing on. The original cut of the film delivered to Paramount's executives was judged to be too long, so excess footage had to be removed. They also decided the closing scene was too tame, and at their request, it was reshot to be more graphic. Unfortunately, the director, November of last year, came out and said that all of the cut scenes no longer exist.
Thanks, Horizon. Thanks.
That's why they've never been included as an extra.
Motherfucker.
There we go, Brody. Another one to the list.
Okay, let's see. We already mentioned George Romero. Director Mary Lambert said that Fred Gwynne was her first and only choice for the role of Judd Crandall.
And what a choice it is.
There he goes.
We're dealing with stuff. Let's keep going.
Poor John. This was the first film screenplay that Stephen King adapted from one of his own novels. I think it turned out to be actually pretty impressive.
Yes, absolutely.
I'm going to look that up while you're talking about the other things that he's adapted there.
I don't know about adaptions, but I know he did the screenplay for that Storm of the Century miniseries.
Oh.
And didn't he write Maximum Overdrives?
What's some of your favorite Stephen King? Top 3. Go, Brody.
No, fucking Pet Sematary, Pet Sematary, Pet Sematary.
That's it? Okay.
Pet Sematary, I guess The Shining, and I don't know, fuck, there's so many. Maximum Overdrive's a fucking badass movie. I don't know.
Sorry about that, sad, but I was going to pick those 3 as well.
Sorry about that, gentlemen.
I like The Langoliers for some reason. Is that a Stephen King thing?
Yes.
The It miniseries.
You know what? I'm. It kills me to do this, but I'm going to have to replace Maximum Overdrive with The Mist.
Ooh, yeah. I mean, if you want to dig a little bit deeper, The Shawshank, Green Mile, fuck me, like.
Oh, Stand By Me.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a fantastic movie. But we'll stick to horror for those ones.
Yes.
What did I miss?
We're picking our top 3 Stephen King's films.
Oh,
horror.
Well, this would definitely have to be one.
Is that Dreamcatcher? Is that the alien one?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's fucking scary. Then again, I'm scared of aliens, so.
Oh, no, I've only seen it once.
That was
Wait, is that the one where they shit out the alien?
That was the one with the New Kids on the Block, right?
Donnie Wahlberg.
Yeah, Donnie Wahlberg.
Yeah,
I got it. So.
I like it's so stupid, but all I can remember aside from Duddits is the scene where they're flying over the little aliens, and the way they're moving look like little sperm cells swimming.
Lawrence Kasdan directed it.
Got some Stephen King novels on this bad boy, so
Nice.
I will pick Pet Sematary. Oh, Children of the Corn. That's
That motherfucker wrote Indiana Jones.
That movie does not hold up. It was scary when I was a kid, but now it's not scary at all.
That movie's. I remember watching that when I was a little older at the time because everybody was like, "Oh, you got to watch Children." That movie fucking is boring as shit, dude.
It is. It is.
Yeah.
And maybe if I watched it now, I'd appreciate it a little bit more. But I don't know, man.
Ooh, Christine was a good one too.
Firestarter.
I think I would have to throw. Okay, so Carrie, I definitely.
Yeah, De Palma and Stephen King. Like, what the fuck? Like, well, you're not talking about that. Like, fuck. Yeah, there's too much. There's too
Silver
much.
Bullet, right?
We could do this alt for days.
We could do an entire episode.
Busey, dude. Silver Bullet. Silver Bullet's my third.
Do we have an Argento Stephen King
God.
crossover?
I don't think.
Brody? Brody's like, don't fucking.
It doesn't sound. I don't believe so.
No,
I don't think we do.
All right.
I was just hoping there was some sort of anthology film made in the 90s. Because I know there's a Romero Argento, Two Evil Eyes.
Mm-hmm.
But and then what'd you say about the other thing, the cat thing?
Cat's Eye?
Cat's Eye.
The Cat's Eye, yeah.
Oh, by the way, I need to correct myself. Last week we were talking about the Event Horizon Blu-ray from Scream. It came out the end of March.
See? I'm not fucking crazy.
I could have sworn it got delayed till May.
Huh. Well, maybe I have to go shopping after this.
Yeah.
Although, I'm not going to lie, dude. I kind of want to get this one after watching it how I did.
Less than $20 in some stores.
Oh, really?
Nice.
In 4K, yeah.
Dude, is it the 1 and 2 combo pack too?
That's $25. It's one in remake combo pack in 4K. They don't make 2 in 4K because Scream Factory has a release of 2.
Motherfuckers. All right.
Okay, so let's continue on. Star Fred Gwynne's hair is actually black, so he dyed his hair white on a regular basis for the role of Judd Crandall.
No shit. That's awesome.
During the film, the character Judd, played by Fred Gwynne, mentions he had a pet named Spot. Spot was also the name of the pet dragon on the Munsters.
Can I mention something?
No. Yes, it's your show, buddy. Of course you can.
Anybody notice the use of red?
On the trucks?
No, just in the film itself.
I mean, I noticed all the trucks were red, which I kind of...
Well, the dad wears the red hat in a couple scenes. It's the red, the way red contrasts. And then the dead guy, the red shorts, Brody.
Well, I was going to say something. I was going to say something a little bit different, and that was the color yellow that was used.
Oh, look at that! Okay.
Now you got me thinking of color yellow. Where was?
Because all right, well, I'll name a couple of things where you can see the yellow. It's obviously the house itself.
Mm-hmm.
Gage's baby clothes mainly throughout the film, even when he's killed by the truck. Rachel's mourning robe. The church's carrying case is yellow. The funeral flowers on Gage's coffin and gravestone are yellow. And Missy's flowers on her dress, even when she dies.
So do you think this can be attributed to the amazing production design and art director of this film?
Yes.
And the fact that they use the same color palette throughout the entire film and the consistency makes this stand out and rival Nightmare on Elm Street films in production quality?
Yes. Quite possibly. But going back to your color red, that's also like, the trucks. And even the house roof is red. So you got that yellow and red fucking there.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
That's continuity. That's consistency. That's filmmaking, baby. That's fucking awesome. The fact that we're able to sit there and think about it and go back and pick that out. Yeah.
I didn't even notice the yellow, but now I feel like I just want to watch it again just to notice all the yellow.
Again, this 4K scan allows you to like relive this fucking film.
Dude, wow. That shit, not to jump ahead, but that shit was money. Like,
well, what triggered it for me was on this viewing last night. I was like, I don't know why it came to my head, but I'm like, Lewis and Ellie have black hair, and then you've got Rachel and Gage have blonde hair, and they're the two that die. You know, like it was just that's how it sort of started, and then I just sort of started picking up on the color throughout the film.
Okay,
and I was like, "Holy fuck!"
Oh, God,
I don't know. It was so stupid.
You just meant it just hit me. You mentioned all the different colors of red. Now all I could think of is Silent Night, Deadly Night 2. Red car. Good observation. Oh, good God.
Need to review that.
Yep, coming soon to a bonus episode near you.
Okay, continuing on. Over the years, critics have frequently voiced concern over the impression that being in this film must have left on young Miko Hughes. On the contrary, his parts during the horror sequences were shot separate from the more disturbing elements and violent action. He was later edited into the scenes while a dummy was used during the more intense action footage.
Danny much?
And do you know who made that doll? The guitarist from Tool. Adam Jones worked on that doll.
Nice.
The one that catches on fire at the end?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, continuing on. Ellie is psychic in the novel, but Mary Lambert's not convinced she was able to convey that in the film. It's actually kind of implied that members of the family have the shining.
And that was because Carrie sneezed on her once.
I mean, I kind of got that anyways. The fact that she was already like having the dreams and everything about it. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
she
very Halloween
kind of,
5-ish, right?
Yeah, she had some kind of like connection to it, whether it was like super nose, you know what I mean, like on the nose about it. But
there's even a little like when Rachel's like to Lewis, still friends, Doc. Bit of a throwback to The Shining.
Okay, so that makes. I always thought it was weird that she kept calling her own husband Doc. And I was like, yo, are you that getting off on it? The fact that he's a doctor, you got to keep reminding them.
What? You don't think Sarah doesn't walk around calling me the pod boss? Fuck you.
I figured that would just be bedroom talk, but I, whatever.
It started that way.
What you do in the hallways, this is your business, buddy.
Oh, no. Full on ass Mac. What's up, boss man? You know how it goes everywhere, buddy. I just can't keep.
As if you don't return that ass smack. Come on.
Listen,
I'll leave you, Chad Daddy.
Don't play coy. Don't play coy.
There's no way. Sometimes you just see it just chilling around the corner, and it just needs.
He gets it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh shit! I do that every time.
Yeah, exactly.
Just walk past the wife in the
you have to take. Yep. You have to take that opportunity.
Mm-hmm. She does the same thing. So.
Ooh.
See, Brody could do the same thing, but he only hangs out with girls who already have boyfriends. See, he does, yeah.
Yep.
There's a story here he's not telling.
That's okay. That's for after hours.
Keep it on the hush hush.
Project Louder after hours.
Oh.
After dark down under.
Ooh. Got 30 in the title. I like it.
It's just Brody drunk talking for an hour.
And abusing everyone.
People would pay good money to see that.
Oh, I am people, and yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Holy fuck. Oh, what else we got, Chad Daddy?
Tom Savini turned down the chance to direct the film.
Oh.
So this could have been his first film instead of Night of the Living Dead.
Watch your mouth.
Oh, I'm not believing I wasn't talking bad about it. I just said this could have been his first.
Oh, God.
I'm glad he went with Night of the Living Dead.
Are you telling me there's a possibility where we could not have Monkey Shines or not Night of the Living Dead? That we love and just cherish? That's crazy.
I don't remember much about Monkey Shines, to tell you the truth. I've seen it maybe once.
Filmed in the basement of Carnegie Hall, I believe.
Sounds right.
Yep.
All right.
Pittsburgh filmmaking, baby. Okay,
Absolutely.
keep going.
When Victor Pascal is being carried into the clinic after being hit by a truck, a rabies poster with a picture of Cujo can be seen on the bulletin board by the stairs.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
That's cool.
Okay, another thing that Brody already mentioned was how it was inspired by actual events in Stephen King's life, such as when his daughter's cat was hit and killed in the road. He lived... there was a path to a pet cemetery behind his house, too. And Judd, the character of Judd, is also based on his neighbor.
Am I missing something? Do people regularly bury their pets in, like, their own cemeteries?
I thought you just bury them in your backyard.
Brody?
Yeah.
I was going to say, when I drove to Perth there, was it this year? We actually stopped at a pet cemetery on the way there.
Oh,
it was
okay.
crazy.
Shit.
Yeah, look, I don't know. It was very weird. I saw the sign. I'm like, I'm fucking going there to have a look. And it was like proper. Like they actually had little markings like made up for their pets. It was crazy.
Now,
that I could understand as opposed to like little handmade crosses made out of bedposts and table legs.
Did the graves get older as you got closer to the center?
That's right.
It was more of a square. It was like a fucking.
Oh, okay.
It was like, it felt like a normal graveyard just for but little, just a lot smaller. It was really weird, but it was just cool to be actually at a pet cemetery because obviously I love the film so much. There wasn't any
rock formations or anything next to it or anything, right?
No. As much as I would have loved to have seen that, John.
Was that a rock formation or a beaver dam way off course?
Well, the beaver dam was right at the pet cemetery, but I was talking about the rock formation.
Yeah.
Bad soils. The bad soil is.
Was the beaver dam the barrier?
I took it as such.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's what always like lit up when like he was dreaming about it and stuff. And at the end,
that could also be the like Native American Wendigo-ish as well. Just that visual of itself of the tree of like the woods and stuff.
Yeah. Do you actually get to see it in the new one? Oh, I'm sorry, Brody.
No. I was just going to say, is that what you're calling the deadfall? The beaver?
Yes, the deadfall.
Yeah. Sorry.
There's a lot of imagery of that sort of stuff, isn't there?
Hey, do beavers even exist in Australia, Brody?
Nah, not at all.
Dude, I seen one the other day. Where the fuck was I?
Could you imagine the Australian beaver?
I was in the mall and there's a big ass fucking stuffed beaver sitting there. I was like, holy shit, look at the size of that fucking beaver, man. It's fucking big.
Look at that big hairy beaver.
That's right.
It was a very big beaver. I mean, I was like, wow, look at the size of that beaver. And it was just 70s. Like, wow, yeah. 70s beaver. Wow.
That's right. Just like all up in.
Could have used a trim.
I would have just walked in. Nice beaver. Okay, continuing on. The picture at Rachel's parents' house is a painting of Zelda as a child before her spinal meningitis. Gage is later seen wearing a similar outfit to signify that Zelda has come back through him, which was Rachel's deepest fear.
And the coolest part was Church was in the photo too.
Yes, he was. Yep. That was foreshadowing.
I got a question. Was everybody fat when they were young?
I think they just had puffy dresses.
Oh, okay.
That's what I take. That was supposed to be Zelda?
Uh-huh.
Okay, that was actually going to be a big question because I was like, I had no idea what, like, obviously it was some foreshadowing, but it was just like, was it more of a foreshadowing like she was always going to die by Gage like that? Like Gage and the cat?
I don't know, but man, that was a creepy looking painting.
And I could be wrong, but they show it twice. But I'm pretty sure the second time they show it, it looks like it's almost like they have another version of it in a stairwell more than the room that they were in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I caught that.
More fucked up. No, thank you. But
okay.
Anyways, what else?
So going back, the flashback sequence when Judd is telling Lewis about burying the guy in the cemetery.
Timmy Baterman.
Timmy Baterman, yes. So as the house goes up in flames, Timmy Baterman shouts, "Love dead, hate living." This line is originally from The Bride of Frankenstein, as spoken by Boris Karloff as the monster. Timmy repeats the line a minute or so later, too.
Mm-hmm. Guy's the same way.
Yep. Mm-hmm. House on fire. Poor Timmy.
Okay,
Timmy.
I mentioned the Timmy. And finally, the original ending scene was more ambiguous. It showed only the undead Rachel entering the kitchen where Lewis is playing solitaire, leaving his fate uncertain.
Brody, he did not mention it, so say your thing. Bumper sticker.
Oh, yeah. Well, it sort of comes full circle at the end, when you've got "Have you hugged your mum, dad" label on the car at the start of the film.
No, that's not mum, dad. That's MD, medical doctor.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Right.
Oh,
My mistake. But it just sort of comes full circle. And not only that, there's a fun little fact that when he lays out his cards on the floor, you get to see a 2, a queen, and was it a joker? No. Jack. Jack, sorry. So the Jack represents Judd, the Queen's his wife, and the 2 is for Gage.
No shit.
Because he's 2 years old in this film.
Oh, is he too?
No shit.
Yes. Yeah.
All right.
Just, little things there.
And did you also notice how the figures on the cards actually resembled tarot card figures?
Yes.
Yes.
At first, I thought he was playing with tarot cards.
First time I saw it in the theater, that's what I thought too.
Huh. That's cool, though.
Oh, and I've also got to add to the foreshadowing. Gage is playing with a red truck. You know that scene when they get panned from the living room to the sunroom, and it crashes into the boxes. So that's obviously Gage foreshadowing his own death because it's a red and yellow truck that he's crashing into boxes.
No shit.
Which crashes into him.
Is it every time they show the house, they show a truck going past it?
It feels like it.
Okay.
And I feel like every shot, it's almost the same truck, except for one time it's a garbage truck. But it's still a red truck.
That's at the start, isn't it?
So they show the milk truck, and then it's the garbage truck, and then it's like I feel like it's just the milk truck all the time after that. I could be wrong on that. But I feel like every time it was just a quick whip by and just to, express that they're still living on the highway or whatever. But
so I know when Judd's house is burning down, you see a truck, like an actual big truck go past.
Have to that just means another rewatch. I don't know. How many trucks did we actually have? So what else we got, buddy?
That's it, baby.
Oh, that's it.
That's all.
Oh shit.
I had more, but most of it Brody touched on, so I felt no need to repeat myself.
I'm very sorry about that.
No, it's fine. It's cool.
That's awesome. And you know what sucks is I feel like big questions we've kind of hit with a lot of behind the scenes and shit too. Let's see. So we already did the Wendigo one, which that we actually hit pretty early. Okay, so am I to assume it's just the magic of the land that makes Gage like as strong as like 2 guys when he becomes evil?
That's what I thought.
Can I explain the lore the way I interpreted it?
Explain away, Daddy.
Native Americans blessed the land, performed some sort of ritual to resurrect the dead. It worked until they overused it too much. Then the land turned sour. And then the people they started putting into it started coming back bad and killing people. So they stopped using it and left it. So that's how I interpreted the story.
Mm-hmm. So do you think they were coming back as Wendigos themselves?
I would think that they were just coming back
in a
as
human shell.
What was it? He said something about the ground. It changes them.
Well, yeah,
because they keep characteristics of their former selves, almost like a deadite. So I don't think that they're getting. It's almost like they're possessed by. You know what I'm talking about? Because they keep characteristics and use personal stuff similar to deadites, but. They're not as strong, because Miko Hughes isn't flying around and shit.
I mean, he does launch out of the attic in that one scene, like where he's like, "Wah!" But
so it's almost more like the possessed ones in Demons,
without the characteristics,
without the intense mutations.
Yeah. Because I'm just saying, like,
good analysis.
I mean, you could always argue it with the Child's Play movie too, but like when they're like anybody that's wrestling around with Chucky, you're just like, why can't they just like, huh? But it's like, you know what I mean? Like,
but he does it in this movie. He actually does throw him.
He does, but Gage still kind of like puts up a way more of a fight than I would expect, like a 2-year-old like that. But at the same time, sometimes 2-year-olds can be a little assholes.
Or is the fact that he's dead and rigor mortis is set in, so it's kind of tougher to move his joints around.
I was just thinking it'd be funny, like if that was the magic of the land, like a 2-year-old baby came back as like strong as like a fucking like 6'5" dude. Just full on like Voorhees.
Do you reckon Gage was possessed by the Zelda spirit or another evil spirit that took over his body?
I would say another spirit.
Well, here's the thing.
Land in
Zelda was nowhere near any of this shit. So Zelda's appearance was literally just kind of like a rubber reality type thing. Well, so I think Chad's Wendigo theory works because then it kind of like a possessing thing where it kind of reveals itself to whoever like their fears or type thing is. So
like it uses Rachel's fears against her.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I was gonna say because I could see the Zelda thing just because it's her voice that calls her in a Judge's house at first.
But there's definitely some rubber reality scenes because we also see Judge's house in a different form of decay as well.
Which is awesome.
Oh, it's so cool.
The reason why I asked that question is because you see Gage and Zelda wearing the same, Gage is wearing the same outfit as the painting. So that was the other thing I was sort of like, oh.
Okay. I could see that. It's interesting.
Or is this motherfucker crazy and he's just killing everybody? He's imagining all this. So
the dad?
Yeah, because he's going crazy from his kid dying.
Dude, that would be a
very cool movie.
Holy shit. That'd be like shrooms almost or something.
He killed himself at the end. He cut himself with a fucking knife. His wife never came back. What are you talking about?
Okay, so glad you brought it up because that was another big question is after Rachel kills Lewis, what do you think happens to her?
There's no mention of him in the second film. Well, there is, but they kind of like brush past it.
Well, the veterinarian, the old veterinarian mentions him because about the cat. Brody and I discussed that the other night too. No, what the fuck was it, dude? But yeah, what do you guys think happens to Rachel after this? Because nothing's ever explained of like what happens to her, or like does she just go back to the cemetery and like rebury herself now that everybody's dead, or is like she on a hunt for Ellie? Like
maybe after
Chicago,
after she killed him, her work was done. Because it always seems that whatever comes back tries to kill whoever it is that buried him.
Or maybe this is a good time for
the cat was only aggressive to him.
Okay, here comes Brody talking about, I wrote a fan fiction once where she comes back.
Not at all.
You're not
I
off.
was not going to say that.
Okay.
I was not going to say that. I was going to say that would have been a perfect time for Ramiro to shine to make the sequel where Lewis and Gage is fucked off, but they go into town, kill people, bury him in the cemetery. All zombies come back. That's how zombie plague starts.
From what I was reading, that sort of happened in the remake.
Yeah, you get a zombie family.
Yeah. I literally just read it right before we did the show, so I have no idea.
Yeah, I need to watch it too myself, but
John,
yo, buddy,
can we talk about the questions? Are we good with you?
I think we're good, man.
Okay, so John and I watched it in the 4K version. Paramount has a 4K release, and they also have a double release with the remake if you're into that sort of stuff. I mean, to each his own. Yeah, pretty good. The new scan is gorgeous, and it's definitely allowed me to appreciate this film on a whole nother level.
It was so nice, man.
I'm assuming this was the 4K version that was on Prime.
Correct.
Yes. All right, then we all three watched the same one.
Yeah, buddy. Chad made sure this fucking week. He's like, wait a minute.
I think Chad has a problem seeing the thing in the corner that says UHD that's really small and it's black.
No, he saw it this week.
This week you saw it. You did for sure?
He learned from last week. He's like, wait a minute. Fuck that. I missed it.
Was it last week? What did we do last week?
Event Horizon.
Event Horizon.
Oh,
that was the one where he was like, where the fuck was it? I'm like, the one next panel over.
Yep.
Which they did it again, but yeah.
This having a remake fucks everything.
It does.
But it's not as bad as Night of the Living Dead when you search it on streaming.
Also true.
There's like 7 or 8 different versions of that film and then remakes and then fucking spin-offs.
Indeed. So... Wait, how did you watch it? Wait, well, how did Brody watch it?
Good old YouTube. That was the only way I was able to watch it. 720p, fucking YouTube.
That's cool that it's on YouTube.
I know, but I still love the film. So,
word.
I'm not gonna.
Hey, Brody.
I'm not gonna be sad about it.
If the internet gets shut down tomorrow, how are you gonna watch Pet Sematary?
Wait, what is it gonna happen again?
It's all up here.
Cheeks, Mary Lou.
No.
Hey, we need to find like a whatever region Brody's in or a region free copy and send it to him.
Well, the 4K is region free. He just needs to get a 4K player.
I don't even have a 4K player.
We tried to go and determine how expensive it would be for him to be able to acquire such things. And
what did you say it was? It was like was it double the amount?
I think it's pretty much
nearly double.
Yeah.
Damn.
It's shit.
All right. So douche of the movie.
The father-in-law.
Rachel's
father-in-law. Oh, Jesus Christ. Absolutely. Fuck that dude.
To start a fist fight in a fucking funeral.
Right. Then he's like, my bad. No, fuck off.
That's what I was saying. As soon as that scene ended, I looked at my wife and I said, I would have stabbed that motherfucker right then and there.
That's why Lewis gave him that little like limp wristed fucking handshake at the. He's like, fuck you, dude. No, that was an easy pick for that one.
Yeah.
So favorite kill.
Judd.
Also have to agree. God,
yeah.
But it's so gnarly, dude. Any Achilles tendon cutting just fucking, does me so wrong, dude.
Doesn't matter how many times you see it, it still makes your skin crawl.
Right. Because I think we've all had that, like, just so close moment, man, where you get like a hit back there or some kind of cut and you're just like, and
now, didn't Chucky also do that? But it was just like one quick swipe with the blade.
Yeah, his was a lot faster. Like,
and
this was like
sawing into it,
shit, dude. He's like, ooh, cake. No, that was.
Yeah, that's an easy one. That's Judd all the way.
And then I could say, like, obviously, most traumatizing kill would be Gage with the truck. That's a whole different question. What do we got next, gentlemen? Best scene.
Best scene.
I really love the scene where after Gage's funeral, Judd and Lewis are sitting at the table drinking a few bloody frothies, talking about Timmy baiting. But it's also leading up to, I reckon, the greatest bit of the acting of the whole entire film, where Judd blames himself for Gage's death. It's a pretty heart-wrenching scene. Not only Gage dying, but Fred Gwynn definitely sells it.
I think I'd agree with you there. I think that's going to be my pick too. I was debating that or just the whole scene of Lewis just digging Gage up and leading up to burying him in the Pet Sematary itself.
Interior of Judd's house whenever Dr. What's his nuts starts hallucinating.
Lewis comes in,
just that whole once the moment he enters that house, it's just everything that ensues is just really, really, really cool.
I feel like it almost looked like Stephen King's house from the end of Creepshow there.
Kind of, yeah.
Awesome shit. I don't know if that was like allude to that too a little bit. Oh man, I think my favorite scene is Lewis's dream scene when he first gets taken to the Pet Sematary and told no and stuff. Like I liked it. Like that's where he started going crazy because like
muddy ass feet,
and then just to end it with that way, like I don't know, that was just a cool like, oh fuck, dude, this legit happened. So yeah, I'm gonna have to go with that one.
Opening scene. Oh wait, Brody, that scene? He already said it. Yep,
he went first. Yeah.
Opening scene.
The opening scene.
Oh yeah, I guess
we talking about the credits.
Yeah, the opening scene was the credits, just the showing the Pet Sematary itself and the little kids reading the epitaphs.
Yep.
I mean, it was actually it was a little creepy. So yeah, I think so.
Definitely,
I think music and
for the film.
So yes.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Best tits, hottest girl, best dick. Brody?
Well. I chose Zelda because that character, he's definitely got the trifecta there. I mean,
you know what?
That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I'm not going to.
It's a dude playing a woman.
Shut down.
Oh. I'm gonna have to go with the Doc, man. Lewis. He was a handsome dude. And before going insane, he would have been the total package in the 80s. Young,
Mom's
handsome
pretty
doctor.
good looking.
Yeah, she wasn't bad.
He was just recently featured on an episode of Creepshow.
Oh, really? I don't know. Something about the 80s shoulder pads with the butch hair. But she's the only girl they really choose from, so I have to stay her anyway.
So this was probably like literally no. Was this before or after Star Trek Next Generation?
Star Trek Next Generation was 88, right?
Yeah, so this was like right after they killed her off.
Ah, okay.
She has season 1 girl.
Yeah. Yeah, she got killed off, I think, partway into season 1, like halfway through.
Again, I watch more Deep Space Nine and Voyager than I have anything, so.
Fair enough.
Can't argue with that. Both are excellent shows as well.
All right. So we are on
Score.
Wait, everybody said?
Yeah.
TJ, who did you say for your best dick?
Oh, I didn't. I said the girl, like the mom. Best dick? That's a hard one. That's a hard one.
That's what she said.
Unintended. Ooh. I don't know.
I mean, Judd's performance sells it pretty well too. So
yeah, I'm pretty. Yeah, I'd go. Probably have to go with Judd.
He likes to smoke and drink, and
I'd like a little Herman Munster meat in me. So yep.
Yeah,
he could be your Bigfoot.
Oh. Music, Elliot Goldenthal, not to be confused with Rick Rosenthal.
But Elliot Goldenthal does some fine work, so I think the score definitely set the mood. It was very suspenseful when it needed to be. It was
Alien 3?
Alien 3. He did the soundtrack to that. I have that one as well.
Coming up too.
Oh, we did Drugstore Cowboy.
Alien
Batman
3
Forever.
Batman Forever. Val Kilmer, Batman. God damn it.
Is that Nipples? No, that's not Nipples.
That was
That's Clooney.
Speaking of Batman Forever, did you see that they're now trying to get the release the Schumacher cut?
What is
to
that
trend?
include?
Because it's a much darker version of the movie.
Really? Wait, who did? I thought Schumacher did. Oh, you're saying like what he actually wanted, like the actual director's cut.
Like with with like the Snyder cut.
Gotcha. Really?
Mm-hmm.
See, Forever wasn't bad. Batman and Robin though,
Batman and Robin was garbage. But it was nice. It was nice seeing Uma Thurman, her ass, in that Poison Ivy costume on the big screen.
Fair enough.
It was nice. I don't care what you say. Judge me if you want. She had a nice ass.
They fucked our boy Bane though. Made him fucking ridiculous.
Hey, that's the best version of Bane we get. I'll fight you.
In theatrical mode, yeah, I guess he's closer to the comics than
comics.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Not okay, Mr. Hardy. I'm sorry, but sometimes, okay, sometimes.
No, you know what ruined it with that whole movie is just like how off that his voice was compared to everybody else on the voice track. It just sounded so dumb that it just ruined it.
To this day, I completely refuse to watch the movie. I think it's stupid.
And you know what?
I think the whole premise behind it is stupid. Bruce Wayne would never give up being Batman just because his girlfriend got killed. I'm sorry, it just wouldn't happen.
Yeah, I do think that the first two films are perfect examples of like some of the best cinema ever. Just my opinion. I think Christopher Nolan just is phenomenal.
But I think Begins is better than Dark Knight. Batman Begins is
That's a hot take, buddy.
I don't care. Batman Begins is 10 times better than the Dark Knight.
I do have to say, I am a little impartial to Begins because my boy Scarecrow's all up in that shit, and he's the tits. And they do him dirty in part 2 by making him a little bitch at the beginning.
Yeah, that was kind of bullshit.
Because he's scary as fuck in part 1, especially when he gets on a horse.
Right. Oh man, you guys are.
But I do got to say, the scariest version of Scarecrow is the Batman Arkham series in the video games, voiced by Robert Englund.
That shit, yeah. Although I do love Scarecrow in Injustice 2.
Is that the weird like reversed voice type thing, where he's like sounds like he's in Scarecrow realm all the time?
What's that in Injustice 2?
Yeah, do they use that type of voice?
I think so. Yeah, it kind of sounds like a little reverbed, whatever. And he's got the I don't know. He's just really tall, and he's got the scythe and shit like that. Like,
does he have needle hands?
No.
Not in Injustice.
No, because he has the scythe, and no, because he breathes the gas on you and shit like that, and he like hits you with like gas bombs and shit like that too. Fuck yeah,
cool.
We're on a whole different DC topic right now.
Not want to go back to. I want to play Injustice 2 again. God damn it.
Favorite character?
Judd. Well, that road. I think Brody agreed, but he just nodded.
No, sorry, I zoned out there for a bit. Fucking
Coffee hasn't kicked in yet.
yeah, Judd Crandall. Yeah, fucking big swinging dick honky tonk there.
Yeah,
absolutely. Oh, we forgot best song.
Oh, dude, Ramones.
Oh yeah, how'd we get to? Yeah,
Ramones,
there's only
Pet
two songs in the
Sematary.
movie, and both of them were by the Ramones. But yeah, Pet Sematary.
Scary.
Which I believe-
Yes.
Yeah, that's what you get to hear in right at the end. But don't they play it in the truck on the 666 truck as well? Is it playing on the radio in there?
A different Ramones song.
Was that the
No.
other one?
That was the truck that hit Gage. That was Sheena was a punk rocker.
Okay.
Sheena is.
So
Sing it, Brody.
Scary? Oh,
Hold up today.
Oh. Yes, it was definitely scary, and yes, it holds up today.
Yes.
Agreed on both fronts.
Acting so far above. Oh, it's so good. Like even Brody said, like that Judd scene where he cries is just, ooh, buddy.
Fred Gwynn really nailed it more than he nailed it harder than anyone did.
Paul Ashford said this was his last role.
I think so.
Sad.
Okay.
Yes. Not to mention Miko, a 2-year-old, fucking doing what he did on this film.
Right?
It was incredible
Is
stuff.
this his first role?
Yes.
And they say you should never work with children or pets on this film, and everything worked out A-OK for him. It just fell into place.
For him, yes. For the cat, not so much.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, the cat was.
He said the cat was a nightmare.
Motherfucker.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
They had to use 9 different cats.
Oh, I will mention this is the second time we've seen a dead cat on Gore N More. Details later.
Dead.
What?
Heather
Man,
would
that's,
love
going
that.
back, that's going back a few episodes too. Shit, we have done the sequel, haven't we? Yeah, we have.
Uh-huh.
Fuck.
We're just waiting
Early
to do
last year.
The third
one, and then you can finish it off.
Yeah. All right.
Wait, did I put that on the schedule? Or did I somehow overlook that one?
I don't
Chad,
think that's on this year.
That's a zombie movie.
I think I did skip that one. Shit, I'm going to have to put that on there.
Okay. Well, we can look at that. So what are we on now? Oh, we're on Boss Daddy's question.
Okay, so Brody and I kind of talked about it earlier. We've been talking about it the whole entire episode, if you guys actually have been really thinking about it. This movie is fantastic. This movie is shot so fucking well. We already talked about the art direction and production design, just how quality looking it is. But visual storytelling is all there. The scenery is all there. The set pieces are glorious. Like I said, the Native American set styling on some of these is really, really cool. It feels like a Stephen King story. The setting feels like a Stephen King story. Like I said, it feels like it's right down the road from Derry. So I think that they pulled it off completely. I think it's a fantastic film. It's extremely effective today as it was when it first released. Brody?
No, you're basically right. You hit the nail on the head at every turn. I will just mention the color grading in this film too. It really gives that harsh, dark shadow play that I fucking love so much. And
I promise you the HDR whenever in the 4K.
Yeah,
dude,
all those colors are just.
Speaking of colors, I just want to add this on. You guys mentioned TJ. You noticed the reds, and Brody, you mentioned the yellows. How prevalent both those colors are. And do you realize that also carries over into some of his other works, especially the yellow and the red?
The Village.
Wait,
I was thinking It.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It does.
The red balloon, Georgie's yellow rain slicker.
Maybe that's why I felt like it was right down the road from fucking Derry. Okay.
Did we get that in Maximum Overdrive? Because all I ever think
greens.
about is Green Goblin face.
There is a lot of red in Maximum Overdrive.
That's blood.
That's true. That is very true. And Chad Daddy, just to let you know, we do not have Reanimator on the list.
Okay, I'll have to see if I can add it in at some point.
I would say take off The Thirst and put that one in there. That's just me, though.
The Thirst.
Lost Boys 3.
Are you telling me you're going to deprive the sweet people of Feldman in a nightclub with vampires? Are you telling me that?
I don't know. It was just one of the ones I saw that, listen, I'm down to watch either one.
Okay, Brody's first episode was Lost Boys episode with us. So
2.
Yeah, I wasn't here for that one.
Yeah.
Was not.
I could swap out Dead Heat for Reanimator.
Dead Heat.
We'll just. I'll look at it and we'll discuss.
All right. Okay. So
We all agree that the premise is the tits, like the cat's fucking graveyard. It is awesome. The cat's dead. Details later. Rewind for days. They already remade it, and it's not that good. So yeah, let's rate it.
Yeah, that's why we just rewound it.
Yeah.
Fuck the remake. Let's start with Brody. We always do anyways. We always do anyways. Brody always gives us his score first.
I really want to. I know.
Like
I'm pretty sure you fucking know what it's going to be anyway.
Okay, 5 from Brody. Okay, Chad?
I'll give it a 4.5.
John?
Just a little shy of a perfect film.
4.8.
I'm going to give it a 4.75. 5 plus 4. What did Chad give it?
4.5.
I didn't fucking do that right. Oh my God, what am I doing?
What'd you come up with, like an 8?
Yep. Back up calculator. It got an 8 out of 5. Perfect. Let's do it.
4.8 Woo! Out of 5 for Pet Sematary, 1989.
Yeah, pretty damn good.
That's a high fucking
Brody
film.
I am. Could have been a 4.9, but someone decided to go a little bit less.
I also believe that in The Thirst, we see the reunion of the Frog Brothers.
Yes.
Oh, do we?
Yeah.
That's true. We did get that towards this end.
The end of yes.
The last one.
I believe we get to see one of the Frog Brothers in full vampire form. Again, nightclub, lots of blood, lots of cool shit.
I guess we're just gonna have to skim through the list here then. But all right. So we are on that. That's it.
That's it.
So,
what's next week, motherfucker?
Oh, you know,
next
buddy.
Week. What do you think it is?
We're leaving perfection, and we're going to Mexico.
Oh, we're going Quentin Tarantino. Woo! Bang, bang, baby! That's still done.
What? No.
By the way, how have we made it this long without doing From Dusk Till Dawn?
That's right. We haven't.
We haven't even talked about it, really.
Wait, what was did we have a vampire's choice for this year? No, what did you do? We did zombies, werewolf. Or what did we do? Vampires.
I don't think we did vampires.
Oh yeah.
What the hell was our choices? It was like decades, and then God, I can't remember how we did the list.
Comedy,
decades, werewolf,
comedy.
Werewolf. I know was a choice, and zombie movie, right?
Yeah.
But then TJ went all zombies. He
went all Romero. It just happened to be all zombies and the Crazies.
Monster Squad.
No, Crazies was mine because that was 70s.
Oh yeah, he picked the remake.
Yeah,
we just planned it so it'd be Romero heavy this year.
Yeah, that's right. So next week will be Tremors 2 then.
What?
Yeah, that's what I said. We're leaving perfection and we're heading down to Mexico.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Quentin Tarantino's From Dusk Till Dawn.
No.
Nope.
We didn't even do Tremors 1 on this episode. Wait, did we do Tremors on this podcast?
We did Tremors on the other one. Kaijus on the pod swap.
Oh, that's why I'm confused as fuck. I didn't even remember doing Tremors.
No, because remember, that was the whole thing is we didn't necessarily have a movie, and Tremors was my pick, but you were like, yo, let's do it for this, and then I'll give you Tremors 2, and I was like, I am not going to argue with that. That's fine.
Oh. Yeah, because we didn't want to do it twice within like a couple months of each other.
No. And, I mean, Tremors 2 is fucking great anyways, but
I do have to say, as much as Harper loved watching Tremors, I don't think she would mind watching it again.
Right? Like we talked about on Comics and Kaijus, Tremors is a perfect introduction to horror for kids.
Okay, now I got to ask you guys this. The movie afterwards is Alien 3.
Ooh,
David Fincher.
Which version are we going to cover?
The longest one they have.
So you
that's
want
the director's cut, right?
The extended cut.
Okay.
Why? That's the way David Fincher intended it to be.
Right.
This is his first film too, isn't it?
I think so. If I remember correctly.
What extended cut is it?
Mm-hmm.
Extended edition.
Or a producer's cut, I think they also call it.
Okay, well, it says it's all on Prime and Cinemax and all that good shebang.
Oh, I've got the Blu-ray set. I'm good.
Might have to go shopping. All right. Hell yeah. I don't think I've ever actually seen the director's cut of that one. I've only seen the theatrical.
It's a much better cut of the movie.
Oh, I've heard.
It's Fincher.
Is that after?
There's really cool long shots of people doing a lot of stuff.
Is that the week after Tremors 2?
Yes.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Tremors 2, Alien 3, Land of the Dead. We got some good ones coming up.
We've been on a roll since like fucking February, man.
I told you, this is shaping up to be a fantastic year.
Oh my God.
And Land of the Dead is about the Bush administration with zombies. If you didn't know that.
I mean, that definitely is during the era, yeah.
Think of the paranoia think about where Fiddler's Green is and how it's everything and how that hierarchy is set up, and think of how that society is being run at that time.
Fair. We get into that on that podcast, though. Dude, hell yeah, man. This list is definitely shaping up. Not that
June, I'm not so sure about because somebody picked The Void, John.
Hey, I can easily change my later 2000s.
No, because I want to see what everybody else thinks about it.
What's that?
Definitely a strange movie.
It's like I said, dude. I've seen it once.
Is that from the people who did Psycho Gorman?
That I could not tell you. That's actually going to be at my drive-in this Wednesday. They're doing Psycho Gorman and they're doing what the hell is the new Nicolas Cage movie there? The
Jeremy Gillespie.
Jeremy Gillespie?
He also did Father's Day.
Wait, Father's Day, the skit and creep show?
No, movie. Manborg. The Shape of Water. Art department. The Void art department. Oh. Wait,
yeah, The Void was a crowd-funded movie.
Director Steven Kostansky. Yep, Psycho Gorman. Yep.
Kostansky.
Psycho Gorman. I still need to watch that one too, dude.
Brody, you watched it, right?
I've heard good things.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. Like, it was pretty.
Is it on Shudder yet, or is it coming soon?
It was on Shudder, wasn't it? No, maybe. No, it was. It is.
Is it?
Okay.
Fair enough. I have to look.
I don't know.
All right.
When's Joe Bob?
Couldn't tell you on that one, bud.
And say, didn't he just do what was last week's? Fuck.
He just did one that we covered, wasn't it?
I talked about it. He did Mother's Day not too long ago. Fuck. I can't even think what he did last episode. Anyway, I'll see you guys next fucking week. This is your host with the motherfucking most, TJ Bowser. Signing off.
This is your Dark Lord of Knowledge, a.k.a. Chad Daddy, saying, see you next week, bitches.
This is your Fluff Master Supreme, Big Johnny D, saying, see you later, Gorehounds.
And this is your doppelganger, banger all the way from fatherfucking down under saying sayonara, bitches.